They can hear us now.
All right.
Oh boy, it does look spicy. I like the spice.
Oh man, I'm tired. I can be up late tonight though.
No, I feel you. Yo, yo. How did? Oh yeah. Well, I don't. Well, I'm sure you don't mind talking about it on stream. But how did you feel about yesterday?
I mean, I thought it went pretty well. It was long.
That is an understatement.
We had part of the bracket get behind, and then the full kind of hour round between Henry and who's his opponent? Spartan Unzo, I believe. Yeah. Henry ended up winning on timer, and it was just like, wow, this is a long series.
40 minutes.
Yeah, but I thought the games were pretty good, which is nice. Mm-hmm. So, I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Oh, yeah. I think everything went pretty well. I think it was just the beginning part. That's the part where I have to get in the Discord and really like tell people like, all right, do this, all right, do that. Okay, you need to be playing this person. But other than that, I think everything went pretty smoothly.
Good. Yep.
And then also, probably just a little bit more communication between me and you. Because I had no clue what you were doing. And then, because usually, you know how I can just check your stream to know who you're playing? I can't do that now because it's delayed. Yeah, right. So I don't know.
Things going on at once.
Yeah.
When you're trying to do it, and not having the people added as a friend
is like another. Yeah. It's like another thing on your shoulder. Like, damn, I want to watch this game, but I can't.
Yeah, I was getting worried there. Depending on who's winning in the quarterfinals, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to watch the finals. Like if the other people had like won, there was gonna be a finals that I couldn't just watch because one of them I like couldn't add, and the other one would give me an error, and it was just like not working out.
Yeah.
Fortunately, though, I guess they lost, so we didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, adding the broadcasters as friends. Add both of them. One of them's not good enough. You gotta add both.
Yeah.
But other than that, like,
I think everything went pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, especially moving to a new platform. Like, I thought community gaming was great, but using a new platform is just like users trying to figure out stuff. For everyone, right? For the players, for us. So, yeah. One thing I really liked about it is that we could go into their match chat room.
Yes.
To get their friend info.
Yes. Yeah. Same. I was like, yeah, okay, this is all right. We can stay here.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. That's probably like the best feature.
Because you can see what they're chatting about back and forth, and most of the time it's just, here's my player code, add me, and I'm like, oh, okay, well I can add you too, buddy. So yeah, that's usually how it rolled in the tournament yesterday. But like you said, other than that was probably like the biggest things. But to be honest, a lot of that is just like straight up, we can't control. We can't control like people adding us and such. And then also, it's like because I don't know if you saw it on the bracket, but every time somebody wins a match, I have to manually go in and accept it. So that's another thing that was holding up the bracket.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a setting?
No.
You have to have.
Nope. It only because I actually talked to one of the community managers. He was saying it only happens if the other if both people don't say like I won and I lost. So, and that kept happening yesterday, where like the person that won would say I won, and then the person that lost wouldn't say anything. So then the bracket would be held up because of that. So I had to manually go in and accept everybody's and then also confirm, because I didn't want to push somebody forward and they actually lost, right? So I had to confirm and then push them through.
How about we add a channel? Ready? Pro Discord user. What did I do? All right, never mind. Create channel, results.
Yeah. Results channel. That would definitely help. Because then
Boom.
I could just...
Results channel made.
Because then I could just... Oh, you posted it in it? All right, cool.
Post a screenshot of your results here. And then you can just give them like a thumbs up whenever you confirm it or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what ended up happening. But it ended up happening like towards the end. Like, because it was already like, all right, we're solidified. Everybody knows what's going on. But towards the beginning, it was difficult. Because I didn't even know about that feature, to be honest. I had no clue. Because I'm looking at all these matches. I'm like, wait, are these people still playing? It's like 40 minutes later.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're working out the kinks. I'm excited. We're learning so much about like how to do this every single week. Like 18 weeks ago, we were not nearly as good as we are now. But
we've learned a lot.
Like we're still getting better, which is nice.
Yeah.
By the time our tournament is 64 iterations in, we'll be better tournament organizers than we will podcasters. That's gonna be my bold claim. That's my bold claim. I think we're pretty darn good. It's all self-centered, but I think we're pretty good at doing what we do. But I think we're on the cusp. We're on the precipice of something really cool with our tournaments, and I'm excited for it, man.
Nah, yeah, I'm pretty excited, honestly. I think there's a lot that's, like I said, a lot that we're changing. And I definitely appreciate anybody that wants to sponsor us. I appreciate any of it, like, honestly, because I think we both have had our head in the game from the beginning. We've been trying to create something really, really cool and really amazing for the LOR community. So I just appreciate anybody that can appreciate that. That's really where I am with it.
Yeah, also pretty cool for the stream. I actually just pulled up the stats yesterday. I think we had the best viewership for that tournament that we've had so far. We had 468 live views.
Wow.
Which is 353 more than the stream I had before then. I believe the stream I had before then was it was the last tournament we had as well. So, like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, that is...
Oh, sorry. It's actually 468 live views, 123. So, I mean, it's solid. And
I saw our average pretty much steadily around, like, 2030. Mm-hmm. So, like, we were chilling. We were... And on top of that, we were I think before Tippy got off, we were, like, 5th or 6th. I was like, okay, we getting up there. Yeah. I see us.
We're doing really well for the first like couple hours of the tournament, and then as we got towards 11 p.m., we kind of dropped a little bit.
Yeah,
which is expected. Exactly. As it gets super late. Mm-hmm. People just go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. Especially anybody that's from South America, like they're going to sleep. I don't even blame them. It's at that point, it's like what, 1 o'clock there or like 2 o'clock. Like,
yeah, depending on where you are, right? I think for many Brazilians, they're 2 hours ahead of the Eastern time, so.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy that a lot of them stayed up in the tournament, honestly, because I know 4LW, I believe he's from Brazil, so. He was,
I believe all of our finalists were. I believe Henry is, I believe Preda, which is. Yeah, I mean, I think pretty consistently over half of our player base is Brazilian, which is nice. I mean, like I tweeted after Elder Senior won the seasonal, I don't think anyone should be surprised that Brazilians are crushing it back-to-back seasonals, because Brazil's turning out to these community tournaments all the time.
Yep.
Because so many of them have to add me as a friend so I can spectate them for the tournament. And whenever I'm playing, they're screaming.
Yeah.
Like, they're not laddering usually. They're just scrimming.
Yeah. Once they make it to Masters.
The time.
Yeah. No, seriously. Once they make it to Masters, they just scrim. Like, I rarely even see somebody like Doodle Danunu playing ranked, honestly. I don't really see him playing ranked. Or even easy to win. Last season, I don't think I ever saw him playing ranked, honestly. I don't think I ever saw him playing ranked, to be honest. I think every time I saw him online, he was playing Friends Challenge. So I'm just assuming that's like scrimming.
Yeah, absolutely. Or they're playing in a tournament.
True.
But yeah, it's they're putting in work, and it's showing up in their results, which is great.
Yeah. Nah, I think they should. I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people count like South America out, but for card games, like South America has like a big scene for card games, like huge.
My bold claim. I don't know how closely you followed StarCraft, or if you ever followed StarCraft at all.
A little bit.
I'm only slightly exaggerating when I'm saying like StarCraft 1 in particular, and to a lesser extent StarCraft 2 was like a national sport in Korea. Just outrageously popular in Korea, to the point where the best StarCraft player, or one of the best StarCraft players for StarCraft 1 is like a celebrity, like married a Korean supermodel kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have mandated military service in Korea, and like to kind of not work around that, but the military made a military sponsored StarCraft team so he could like do his service as a part of
wow.
Like, it was
crazy. That's dope though.
It's like a big thing, right? And because it was so just overwhelmingly popular in Korea, all the best players in the world were Korean. To the point where people would refer to anyone who is not Korean as a foreigner, like in StarCraft. Like, yeah, the best foreigner in the world would be so and so.
That's like
everyone else is just Korean.
That's like Scarlet. I remember her. She was a really good Zerg player, and they used to call her foreigner. I used to wonder like why they. Yeah. Okay.
Scarlet would be a foreigner. Any non-Korean. And up until now, like 10 games after StarCraft 2's release, I think StarCraft 1 came out like 20 something years ago, like 25, I guess. It's just always been like the Koreans. They worked hard, they played more, and they were better. My hot take is that if we stay on this current trajectory, we're going to see the same thing with Brazil. At least when compared to like the States, we're going to say there's like people in Brazil and then everyone else who's a level below. I think we're heading in that way. And if the kind of progress that the Brazilian players have been making stays, I think you'll go a very long stretch without seeing an American win a tournament, if they keep progressing at the rate that they are.
I don't know if they'll be the best in the world. You know what? Oh, wait. Oh, my God. We can keep going like this forever. Let's start the podcast.
True. I'll turn into the pre-show. There's Poland, Brazil, and then everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can agree with that. Because Allen is a beast. And it's not just Allen. It's Allen. It's, Shihu. And it's also, there's one more person. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But those three from Poland are just like gods almost in freaking Runeterra. And then there's Brazil. And then there's probably everybody else. I mean, whoa. Yamato's really good at the game too. He's really good at the game too.
Oh yeah, I mean he's holding down the fort for APAC. Right?
Yeah, so, he's really good at the game too. I'm not gonna lie.
In JO1,
in JO1 too. Yeah.
But we're starting to see a density, like a critical mass of players popping up in Korea. It's impressive. I like it. I love when people who are outworking everyone else start winning.
I mean, you should be repaid for your hard work, honestly. You should.
And I think Runeterra is a game that allows you to do that at a pretty high rate. And I'm not trying to like dump on American players. I know like people are working hard trying to be here, trying to do well, here or anywhere else. But like, I don't know. There's a reason why 28 or so of the 30 players we have some weeks are Brazilian and not American.
I mean, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Honestly, I think they have been putting in a whole lot of work, and even I did some research on like their tournament scene. Yo, they have daily tournaments. Like,
yeah, they have tournaments all the time.
Yeah, they have daily tournaments out there. So they just like they be doing this. Like this is what they do. So
yeah,
you cannot get mad.
Great. I love it.
Yeah.
No, I encourage it. I'm the opposite of mad. Like, I'm inspired by it. I'm like, yeah, get them. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Nah, it's definitely cool to watch. And then also just seeing some of the deck. I think this is the biggest thing. Seeing some of the decks that a lot of the times that we see on ladder, like those are the decks that you would think people bring to tournaments. But that's not usually the decks that we see topping.
No. Yeah, and this just kind of goes into the tangent that people always go into around seasonals. It's where like the seasonal meta is completely different than the ladder meta. It just so happens that the boogeyman was the same in both this time, being Cannonari.
Yeah, Cannonari, yeah.
But outside of that, it's just a different game.
It's a different breed in best of 3. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, let's start the podcast. We can keep going. Yo, this pre-show could be forever.
It could, man. It could.
All right. Give me a second. Let me get a drink of water. All right, okay. All right, so I'm starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is Mystic Shop Podcast, episode 64. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For anybody that's been chilling here in the chat, we gave y'all a little pre-show about everything we was going to talk about. But don't worry, we still got a whole lot more to talk about coming into the new expansion. New expansion literally just dropped today. So, of course, we got to talk about some of the new decks that might be appearing in some of the ranked matches that you will be playing. Hopefully, laddering up to Masters as soon as possible, because that's usually the best thing to do. I mean, I know you want to play your Spider aggro decks, but just relax, all right? All right, just relax. Put those decks down for a second.
I'm that sweaty tryhard where I'm going to be pulling out whatever I'm really good with and trying crushing people immediately. That's going to happen, although I will say the 2 games I played today. Actually, technically I played 3. I played a game as I was talking to you earlier.
Oh, okay.
I saw the Soraka Galio. I was like, I need to play it right now.
It's good.
So I played 3 games. They were all new decks. New-ish. So I played Gnar Swain, which is like a variant of Teemo Swain. Mm-hmm. And 2 games that won both of them in ranked. That was cool. And then I played a game of Soraka Galio in kind of norms. And that game it went well. Mm-hmm. So I haven't played like Shyvana Pantheon yet, right? I'm gonna start soon, I'm sure, but not yet.
Okay. So what? Okay, in your opinion, what do you think is the best deck right now? Is it too early to say, or do you have some assumptions?
I think it's too early to say. My assumption, though, is that it's going to be Shyvana Pantheon. It lost its worst matchup. I think Ari Kennan's mostly dead. Feel free to disagree with me, world, but I think Ari Kennan's going to be gone. At least as a significant portion of the ladder share. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gets buffed by losing its worst, or one of its worst matchups. Mm-hmm. And the Wounded White Flame going down to a 2-3, I don't think is kind of impactful enough to really hurt the deck in a meaningful way. So I think Shyvana Pantheon or Terek Pantheon, depending on your preference, is probably just going to be the best deck. Until someone kind of cracks the code with something new.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I mean, I have some assumptions, right now. But I know, okay. Listen to me. Pink region's still good, right? Yeah. Homecoming did not get hit. Ari did get hit, but I think she being a 2/2, in my opinion, very small change. But the thing that really, really killed the deck was them hitting. Damn, it just left my head. The 4-drop.
Yeah,
the Allegiance Kinku Wayfinder. Yes, I was gonna say Wayfinder, but why did I not think that was the name of that card? All right, anyways, so them hitting Kinku Wayfinder, I think that was a really, really big hit to the deck because now we can't confirm that Kennen is coming out of the deck, which is really, really huge. Them not having access to Kennen basically 100% of the time, or at least 80% of the time, because sometimes they would put like other 1-drops in the deck. But them not having access to Kennen, I think is really big, and it hurts the deck a lot. So it should not be. If the deck still exists, it'll probably be like a high tier 2 deck at most. But I think there's gonna be another kind of control variant of Ionia, but I'm not sure what it is.
Some people are speculating that they're just going to cut the Kinku Wayfinder from the deck and move away from Allegiance, and some hot takes that say that the deck might be even better when people don't feel like they have to play the Kinku Wayfinder. I'm not a believer in that. I don't think that's going to be true. I don't think we're going to find that that's true at all, but that's what some people are whispering.
Okay. I mean, I can understand that, but I think the Ari Kennen deck has gotten a lot of nerfs, right? Like, that deck is actually... the deck itself hasn't gotten a lot of nerfs, but the engine of Ari Kennen has gotten a lot of tweaks and a lot of changes over the time that it's been a deck. So I think the nail in the coffin is going to be the Wayfinder change, honestly. I personally think. And of course, Ari dies the Mystic Shot now, right? Yeah. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying in my patch review. I was like, wait, Ari dies the Mystic Shot now. I'm hyped.
Yeah, it forces them to play a protection spell when they otherwise wouldn't have to. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of a big deal.
Yep, I think it's a humongous deal. And honestly, like I said before, I'm happy Ari Kennen is not holding down the meta, but now we have to focus on what's the next best deck, which, like you said, Shyvana Pantheon, definitely contender for that spot, 100%. White Flame did not really... I mean, White Flame basically got this. Let's be honest here, right? Let's be honest here, all right?
Yeah.
Like, White Flame got the little... All right, you're going on timeout, all right? You're going on timeout. We know you did something bad.
Yeah, it's still a really good card. It's going to grow still really quick. Yeah, I think Pantheon's just good.
Yeah.
And both its form, Tarek and Shyvana. Outside of kind of old decks, I think there's going to be a few good Gnar decks.
Yes.
I think Bandletree with Gnar is going to be like insane.
Mm-hmm.
Stocks are up on Bandletree after its performance in the seasonal to begin with.
Yeah.
And that deck just gets better when you put Gnar in.
Yep.
So that's cool. I think the games I played of Gnar Swain were pretty convincing. Feels really good. It's also really good into formidable stuff because you could play 2 Calling Strikes, and that's nasty. So yeah, I think Gnar's good. Here's probably the coldest take of all time. I think Udyr is gonna be trash. I think Udyr is like a little bit better than Katarina. That's where I think.
Ooh, wow, that's a hot take.
Is that hot? I thought that was the coldest take ever. I thought everyone agreed with me.
Nah, I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's Katarina bad. I think he's probably like I don't know, because some champions are like so good that you're just like, damn, this champion is like really good. Like right now, I think Pantheon is like super hot right now, and I think I want to say Gnar is probably pretty good too. But I wouldn't say Udir's Katarina bad. I think he's like middle. He's like low middle of the pack. Like if I were to give him a rating 1 to 10, it'd probably be like a 4. Like yeah, Katarina, like Katarina is for me, Katarina is like a 1, like a clear 1, like no middle ground. She's a 1, and then for me, Udyr is probably like a 4.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's copium. Maybe it's copium, right?
I can't see a world where Udyr's good. I hope I eat my words. Like, I think his effect is cool. I think, like, his art looks cool. I think Freljord is a cool region. I think he's bad. I hope I'm wrong. Like, I will happily come on the podcast and be like, I was so stupid. Cracked. I hope. That'd be nice. But I just don't think that's it. Generating slow speed buff for 3 mana doesn't seem good. Yeah. And people are like, but you can make it 0 cost. But then you're like half card efficiency. You're literally at 50% card efficiency in terms of making the stances. And it's just, I don't know. It seems like worse Aphelios.
My man, Domi is like, well, at least Aphelios can pull a 2-drop from the deck. Like, that gotta be a little bit of value. What can Udyr do for me? He can give my cards regeneration.
Yeah, like if you really want that so bad, why don't you just play like troll gifts?
Yeah, true. And do it at burst speed.
Yeah, and you free up your tramp slot. And
Yo, Doey, chill. Don't
and
talk
Troll
about.
Gifts is 2 mana. Troll Gifts is 2 mana.
Troll Gifts is
even
2
cheaper.
mana.
I mean, I guess the obvious counter argument being it takes a deck spot, right? Mm-hmm. You have to main deck it.
You have to main deck it. Yeah.
The other ones are tokens, but like, or you could just not play that deck. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But yeah, Udyr's bad, Gnar good. I think Yumi's good.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this in the pre-show. I'm honestly, I'm just waiting for these degenerate Yumi decks to appear. Honestly, I'm just waiting. Honestly, 'cause I know they're gonna come. I already know Yumi, because I just stare at Yumi and she just hits me with all this degeneracy right to my face. So I'm just expecting it. Honestly. I don't know if it's gonna be like some way to hyper level her. Honestly, I don't know, but I know there's gonna be some strategy where it's like you attach Yumi to this god card, and you're not gonna be able to remove it. And then when you do remove it, they just have spell shield. So
yeah, so here's the god card.
Oh
Ready?
my goodness!
It's Fizz. It's Fizz. They can't ever remove it. They can't play a spell to remove it. It's going to get huge. Fizz is going to have elusive. It's... that has to be the degeneracy. It has to be. If there's a good Yugi deck, like in the first week and a half, I think it's going to be Fizz. I played against Fiora Yumi. That was actually pretty scary. Unfortunately, though, the one thing Bandle City doesn't have is counter spells. So,
no counter spells.
Scorched Earth was able to take care of it. Of course, to get the Yumi back, but the problem with getting the Yumi back is that you're just spending 3 unit mana every time you want to replay her.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting her back isn't even that good. I mean, it's better than not getting her back, sure, but it's not like oppressive. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's probably gonna be Fizz. Although the Fiora deck was a little scary, so we'll have to see. There's probably some like solid tier 2, mid tier 2 deck.
Mid 2, yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. It's probably like, even if it doesn't appear like maybe this week, it'll probably appear next week, and we'll be like, oh, here we go, another Voltron deck. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could definitely see Fizz for like pretty easily actually, because there's just so many ways to just protect him with so many different spells. It's like, oh, I want to kill your Fizz. Well, guess what? no, I'm gonna use this burst spell to stop you. So I could definitely see it 100%. But I think out of all the champs that came out, Nar's probably the best one that came out. And just like Matt Willis says, Yordle Portal is a amazing card. Like, I don't know if you've tried Yordle Portal.
I haven't yet.
Oh my, it is just like I don't know if you said it on the podcast, but I know you definitely said it in the pre-show. Bandle Tree, stonks on that deck for sure, 100%. Okay. Yordle Portal in that deck. I was earlier. I was watching. Well, actually, no, he wasn't playing Bandle Tree. He was playing the Lulu Yordan's Arms. He was playing Lulu Yordan's Arms with Fizz, obviously. So I was watching. I'm sorry, I didn't even give you the context. I was watching Void. He was playing Yordan's Arms, and he played. Oh my goodness, he got the Fae that it takes one off of all your phase, and then he played I think there's another one that gives you the basically more or less, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name of cards, but more or less he got like a full board basically for like 2 mana, and then he Yordle Arms and then just killed his opponent in like 2 turns. I was like, what the heck? And then even if they blocked it, he had like double Mystic Shot in hand, so they were just like completely dead. And I was just like, okay, maybe this deck is completely broken. Like,
yeah, I mean, Yordle Portal kind of almost. I don't know if it's better than Scrap Heap though. It kind of does the same thing, but it's a burst speed.
Yeah,
the burst speed summon and burst summoning's like always really good. So maybe just cut like the Scrap Heap stuff and just play Yordle Portal instead. That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. It summons. It basically more or less the best way to use it is to summon two units straight to the board at burst speed. Like, that is so strong. Like, honestly, I think the card. Like, looking at the card, you don't necessarily see that, but that's why people like 4LW on Twitter were saying that a card like Chump Wump. I mean, not Chump Wump. Like what's the name of the 2-drop? Flame Chompers. That they were saying like Flame Chompers probably need to go to a 0/1. I don't know. Every time I watch somebody skillfully play the Lulu deck, I kind of agree.
Does that actually change anything though? What does that change? Like a Lulu just makes it a 4/4 anyway.
Because now you can Vow Feast it. Now you can actually get it off the board. You could go hard it. So they can't usually that deck plays no protection. So like if you play something and you pass priority, then I can just do it. But I mean, it would make it so that now you have to use it efficiently. Like you couldn't just play it just to play it. Like, you know how sometimes people will play it off the 1-drop, and then it'll be sitting there on the board, and then they play Lulu on 3, and then they do the combo. So you wouldn't be able to do that now. You'd have to efficiently use it.
Okay, I can see it. I don't know. I don't think we need to nerf Yordle Arms yet. Yordle Arms beats a lot of decks, but it's bad against like control. And I think these go wide aggro decks should be bad into control.
Yeah.
That's what they should lose to.
Mm-hmm.
And if other decks are struggling with it, well, I don't know if that means Yordle Arms needs to die for their sins, so to speak. But maybe though, I think it's something you can keep an eye on.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I mean, it beats Pantheon. Actually, not by that big of a margin, because in the seasonals, I actually beat a few people playing Yordle's Arms with Pantheon. But it is very, very difficult for Pantheon because obviously they have a full board, and then you have like one unit to block. It's basically versing like aggro, because that's pretty much what the deck is. It's an aggro deck. So Pantheon is always going to be hard into aggro decks, but there's some counterplay because you have like single combats, you have challenger, so you have some counterplay, but it's really hard. Other than that, Mad Wheels, you forgot to tell me, bro. I forgot.
You'll do it in the intro. You'll do it in the intro afterwards. That's fine. That's fine.
Mad Wills, you forgot to tell. Yo, I appreciate that. That's my girl. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate that. But what was I about to say? I kind of forgot. Shit, kind of forgot my point. But more or less. So that's pretty much most of the decks that probably were played from last season that might resurge. I mean, it's kind of hard because, like, literally, like I said, the set literally just dropped today. People got early access yesterday. I didn't really see any like game breaking decks in early access. So
me neither. Which is so shocking to me because after the last time, like the last early access phase, Ken and Ezreal found that day, busted that day, and everyone was ready for it. Full thing released.
Yep.
And I'm pretty active like on Twitter and Reddit and watching Twitch streams and stuff. And at least seemingly doesn't seem like anyone just found this super OP deck yet. Which is good, I guess. I'm glad that nothing's broken right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited. Oh, excuse me, hiccuping. I'm excited to be, playing the new cards. Formidable sounds like a very fun keyword. I think it's a keyword that's probably fun to play with and against, which is awesome. I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to start playing.
Honestly, the one thing I wish they had given us? I wish they had given us a way to give another unit formidable. That's all I wanted, honestly.
There is a way.
Wait, is there?
Yeah, there's a support unit that says, like, give my supported ally +2 health and formidable.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
it's that 3-mana card.
Architect.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Give my supported ally +0/+2 and formidable this round.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So you could like play that onto Braum, and that's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a 9-power Braum. That's pretty sick.
That sounds pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna be good, because usually like these kind of 2-card combos like that aren't super great.
Yeah, unless it gives you like super advantage. But
you can curve into it, right? Because the Durand Architect is 3 mana and Braum is 4, so you could just kind of curve out. And that sounds fine if you're curving into it. But we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There could be some cool brews, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I think there's gonna be some cool brews. I was a little upset that they freaking, oh my god, they killed Iceborne. I feel like they killed that card, honestly. I feel like they kind of killed it.
All right, I'm going to hit you with the most copium thing I've ever seen. Jace Iceborne Legacy.
Oh my goodness. One of my friends in the chat literally said that. And I was like,
oh, really?
That's garbage. I don't think it's definitely not the same, right? I mean, I'll test it. Just to make sure.
No, don't test that. Don't waste your LP. That's garbage.
It sounds.
I've ever said in my entire life.
It sounds garbage, but I'm like, should I test it? I guess.
Hey, if you're down to lose some LP, go for it, man.
I'll lose some LP refining a Jace Iceborne list. I'll lose some LP. I'm fine with that. As long as it's like decent. If it's like a tier 2 deck, fine, whatever. It's probably not even that, right?
Tier 6. I don't know. I think even with the Jace synergy, you're not playing with Jace. I think you're just gonna play the old version. Yeah. Unless there's like all right, here's maybe slightly less copium. Oh no, that's just as much copium. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe there's like a concurrent timelines, Jace deck with spiders, but you need too many regions for that to work.
Yeah, that's too many regions. I don't know. I kind of wish they kept it 5 mana. They could have made it focus speed, but kept it at 5 mana. I think it would have been fine. Honestly,
I agree. I don't think Iceborne Legacy was a problem. So maybe if they just want to nudge it to make it feel less bad when it's cast during combat, I think that's fine. I think putting up to 6 mana was just uncalled for.
Yeah.
But hey, at least I don't have to like cringe every time I want to play Field Rush on ladder. So
Because Poros were like the bane of your existence, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. Like if the other person like knew how to play like, Runeterra, I'd never win. But sometimes they would like put all their Poros on the field before the Iceborne Legacy, and I'm like, well, I've killed 5 of your Poros. I think I'm gonna win. and that's how I would win that matchup. So it's just the opponent makes mistakes.
Yeah.
I'd say even average Poro players wouldn't, do that. But yeah, so now I guess I don't have to worry about that matchup. So that's cool. I think it might pop up here and there as like a very niche tournament deck. If like Control gets bonkers, people might play it. I don't think Control is set to be bonkers right now. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I don't know. Rip Poros.
Yeah, rip Poros, rip spiders, and for whatever reason they said sand soldiers. I don't know who was on that sand soldier copium, like for real. They said that in the patch notes. They said sand soldiers. They said spiders. They said spiders. They said sand soldiers, and they said Poros. And I was like, that's copium as hell.
Yeah, I want to talk to the 8 people who are playing Iceborne Sand Soldiers and be like, was it good? Did I miss out?
Right? Was I not invited?
I know, like, what happened with that?
Where the deck was at? I could have used it in the tournament yesterday. Like, yo, if you'd have told me, I could have bought 3 decks to season them.
3 Iceborne Legacy
3 Iceborne Legacy decks. But all jokes aside, that's probably the one hit that I was like kind of a little shocked though, I guess a little bit, because I thought they would have probably moved it to focus speed first, because focus speed is actually not terrible, but it's like you said, it kind of takes away the feel of using it in combat, which is kind of big. But I mean, you should have to pre-commit. You should have to pre-commit it, honestly. The fact that you didn't have to pre-commit it was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy. But I mean, it was a little surprising that they moved it to 6 mana. So it is what it is. It is what it is. They killed the deck. It's fine. They killed Ari Kennen. They killed Poros and at least Spider Trundle. So I guess we'll just have to all play Spider aggro and see who can make the Masters first.
You won't catch me on Spider aggro. I'll tell you that.
Oh, my bad. Feel the Rush got way better. Feel the Rush got way better. I'm not gonna lie. Feel the Rush actually got way better coming into the new set. Cause I mean, cause now this like if they play certain units, you could just despair it, right? Despair is freaking broken.
Ooh. I was off Despair, but that does make sense. You could just... No, Despair isn't broken. Because they strike your Nexus, and they're just going to strike with their health.
True.
You're talking about Formidable?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to hit your Nexus for like 9.
Oh, it strikes. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm
if
like...
it worked like Atrocity, if it was like Atrocity your own Nexus, that'd be sick. I'd be like, oh, I'm about 3 of them right now. But yeah, it actually will just wreck your own face.
Yeah. Okay, true. I thought I forgot his strike. I thought it was takes the 0 attack and just like, oh well, I guess you nice formidable units.
I think Ash stonks are up. Because once you level up Ash, the formidable units can't block. Which is nuts. And now that Ash is easier to level up than she used to be, I think Ash is just maybe good. I think Ash has found a meta that she can thrive in.
Really? You think so? I mean, Culling Strike is stonks, right? Like, Culling Strike right now is kind of stonks.
You get to play Culling Strike, and the formidable units can't block.
Yeah.
Because of 0 power.
Because of 0 power, yeah.
So you're gonna have a weird like early game where you're like, off by Frostbite's not working, and then all of a sudden you're like, they're at 0 power and they can't block, and I'm gonna kill
them. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but then again, is it like I don't know. It seems so weird. But like, what are they gonna do about like, what's that? What's the 6-mana card that just like kills everything? 0. That's like, what's the name of that card? Reckoning. Yes.
Like, Reckoning stocks are up. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Like, what are they gonna do? Honestly, what are they gonna do?
Nothing. They're gonna sad pour out and concede. And they're like, yeah.
All right, I might punch up some Ash.
I'm actually really excited to play Ash again.
Yeah, I might. Yo, after this podcast, I might go punch up some Ash decks. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, that sounds like some stonks.
And it's good against Yumi stuff, right?
True. Because you just, worst come to worst, you just frostbite it and kill it. Calling Strike. All right, see you later. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds pretty good. I might try that. I think the last thing we want to talk about was just the simple fact of, he said, yo, who tested Galio? Yo, you know who tested Galio? Yo, Roji. Yo, Grandpa Roji tested the heck out of Galio, honestly. Like, what were you about to say?
So, I was just going to say, he's tested it to limited success so far. I have a stream open on second monitor. You should watch him. He's a great streamer. If you're not watching Grandpa Roger, you're missing out.
Facts.
Go watch him.
Facts.
But 8.5 hours in, and he was plat 4. So I don't know if he's been up and down. I've been able to watch him too much today. But so far, it's not going super easily for him, at least. So we'll have to see if he's able to kind of crack the code here soon. That being said, I did play one game of Straka Galio, and it felt broken. So I'm hoping that it is. But I think like the formidable units rely a lot on astral projection. So I think you're kind of committed to Targon. At the very least, you might not pair it with Soraka in its like final form, but I think you're paired to Targon. Because granting, +4/+4 effectively is huge for formidable units. And that's not including the heal you get. So you heal it and get +4/+4, like for 4 mana, all of a sudden goes from a very good combat trick to just like by far the best combat trick in the game.
Yeah.
So I think astral projection is kind of huge. We'll have to wait and see, of course, what we're gonna have.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that 100%. I think Galio is decent, but I think like you just said, the code needs to be cracked. Honestly, I think the code needs to be cracked. Just like, I think Scion kind of came out kind of already built, but Galio is a little bit harder because it's the way he levels, and also just the simple fact that you kind of have to play him on curve. So it's a little bit more difficult. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw Mad Reels talking in chat, and I had to respond to him. But the last thing we want to talk about is just the simple fact that there was no roadmap. There's been no roadmap for Runeterra right now, which is slightly scary. But I think, I think everybody, including me and Doey, we're just gonna be on the copium of, alright, it'll get here when it gets here. And we're gonna enjoy these cards. We're gonna enjoy the new expansion and such. But it is a little bit like, I wouldn't say frightening, but it's a little like what's the right word here? Like,
it's concerning.
Yes, you're right. It's concerning that there hasn't been any kind of news about the roadmap, if it's coming, or if there's any kind of information about it, or just in general. Like, all right, it's coming on this day. All right, cool. See you then.
Right. So I was really, I convinced myself we were going to get the roadmap with the notes yesterday. When that didn't happen, I grew concerned. I'm hoping I'm hoping, maybe this is my copium, that they're letting people enjoy the new cards for a week, get the meme around a bit, then they drop the competitive announcement and everyone can try hard then. And that way, we're also keeping the excitement for Runeterra moving forward. Because right now, people are, of course, excited for the new set. Then hopefully in a week from now, when the competitive hopefully gets announced, we can get excited again. And that'll be awesome. Sustain the good feelings for a bit. So that's what I'm hoping for. But in the meantime, why don't you tell the people about a little tournament going on next Tuesday?
Oh yeah, you're right. I almost ended the podcast without telling you guys about the amazing tournament that me and Dory have ready, lined up for you guys next week. Oh my goodness. So, for anybody who doesn't know, for the Mystic Shot Podcast weekly tournament, we have gotten sponsored by Community Gaming. Mm-hmm. And coming to next week, we actually got sponsored by Metafy. So now, the prize pool for the next tournament is going to be $210, guys. Yo.
Nice.
Yo, $210. That is
far our biggest prize pool.
100%. That is our biggest prize pool that we've had since we've started.
Yeah, it's over 5 times our usual pool.
Yes. Like, that is ridiculous, honestly. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Big ups to Metafy. Metafy, if you don't know, they're a coaching service for various games. I think if you're interested in a competitive game, you want to find a coach, just go to Metafy, search up your game, and you'll probably find, top level players. I know in terms of Runeterra, people like Mr. Wetheppls is a Legends Runeterra coach for Metafy. But I've also seen like Aikado on there, Roji on there. I think Wetheppls has been on there, as well as other like just top level players, right? If you want to get coaching from people who are regularly playing in seasonal tournaments, regularly making masters, and just constantly at the top of the ladder, then check out Metafy. I just stabbed myself. Ow.
That sounded painful.
Ow. Anyway, Metafy won't stab you, but they will help you get better at Legends. So be sure to check out Metafy if you haven't, and thank you to them for helping us out and sponsoring us. It's very cool.
Yeah, no, that was definitely amazing for them to, first of all, take our email. We appreciate that. And second of all, for them to actually help us become sponsored, and for us to, take some of these costs that we've been spending on you guys out of our hands a little bit, so that we can give you guys put on an amazing event, first of all, and second of all, give back to you guys, because people have been really supporting us for like a good minute, honestly. And we've been trying, guys. We've been trying. I mean, me and Doe, we're not millionaires, all right? We can't throw $300 at the pot. I wish, but we can't throw $300 at the pot. So, we had to figure out somebody that would approach our ideas the same way we did, and Metafy definitely is the company that I wanted to approach. So I was happy that they were able to take that venture on. But I think that's all, right? Did you have anything else to add?
I think that's all I got for this one.
Yeah, I'm excited. We didn't even say the date for the tournament. The tournament is gonna be next Tuesday. Well, I'm sorry. If for anybody that doesn't know, every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a Mystic Shot weekly tournament. For this next one, it is gonna be next Tuesday, which is February 22nd, and we are gonna be putting on this event, $210 prize pool, and me and Dory are both stoked. Honestly, we're stoked to put on this event.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. We went from me just happening to catch you streaming like a little in-house thing to turning it 18 weeks later into a tournament that's growing in prize pool, viewership's growing each week, the participants are growing each week, and I think we've just kind of become consistent. We're a consistent weekly tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're ever like bored on a Tuesday, you can come play in our tournament. If you are like, I want to be a better Legends Runeterra player, I want to get better results in seasonals, I just want to do better, come practice with us every Tuesday. It's free, right?
Yep.
We don't charge for you to enter the tournament. You might win and earn some money, but you're not going to risk anything. So if you really like the best of 3 format, maybe you want some more practice with it, I mean, it's free.
Like, do it. Yeah, I feel like if you want to get more practice with best of 3, like I know right now there's not really a format other than Gauntlet that really supports best of 3, unless you have like a friend group that you're like, all right, it's time to best of 3, guys, let's do this. Unless you have like something like that, it's kind of hard to get that real skill and really hone in on what decks you want to bring. So if you would like to really get that experience, I would definitely suggest coming to our tournament, because we allow people to hone in on those skills. For like, there is a list of reasons, but I'm gonna try to list the top 3 reasons. You get to hone in on your skills. You get to play some very top players, because every week, bro, we have some killers. Like, we got some people that have won seasonals in our tournament. We have some people that have literally beaten people that have played in, like, the seasonals and qualifiers. Like, we have these kind of people playing in the tournament. And then, of course, the last reason, I mean, like, it's a community event. Why not support it, right? We've been in the Runeterra community for a little bit, Me and Doey, we've been here for a little bit. So why not support us, So that's my spiel. That's my spiel for our event. But like I said, is there anything else you want to add, Dory? Off the top of my head.
Now I'm actually out of things to talk about. It's rare. I know sometimes you're like, gosh, this guy needs to shut up so I can go do other things. But this time I'm out. I no more, nothing else to talk about.
All right. So appreciate anybody that made it to the end, and appreciate anybody that checks those links down below so they can see the tournament. And of course, for anybody that doesn't know, the tournament is not on my stream. We actually stream it on this guy's stream, Mr. X Doey Nut. So his link is going to be down below as well, so you guys can see the tournament, because like I said, we stream it every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check that out, links in the description. But all right, so we'll end the podcast off here. Appreciate anybody, and we're signing off. All right, peace out, guys.
All right.
Yo.
We did it. Number 64 in the books.
64, bro. All right, I'm going to go edit that. I think my girl wants me to watch Levi. But I don't know what deck I'm going to try, like, for real. I really don't know. I told Mad Wheels I was going to try, what did I tell him? I think I told him I was going to try Nar deck first. No. I think I told him I was going to try, Nar. Pretty sure I said Nar.
Did you like Teemos main way back when?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
If you liked it, Nar's main is like fundamentally the same deck. Except you get a cool
Pokestick
overwhelm unit and Pokesticks that you're generating all the time. It's kind of nuts. I like it a lot.
Mad Wheel said in the chat.
Send you the link if you want me.
Yeah. You can send it to me on Actually, yeah, you can put it in the chat. Put it in the Discord.
Okay.
Excuse me. Mad Wheel said in chat, I have a reason to follow Doey now. What do you mean? You already had a reason to follow him.
Shots fired. I've never been roasted so hard before in my life.
Yes, you have.
That's true. I was bullied mercilessly.
No, I'm talking about by Mo.
Oh, true. True. I could block that from my memory.
Shots fired.
Blocked it from my memory.
You said, bro, I hate Swain as a card. Yo, bro, Swain is the most balanced LOR card. I will literally take you bar for that. No lie, my drills. Like, for real. Swain is actually one of the most balanced cards in Runeterra. Like, actually. If you don't have a way to hit Nexus, then he's absolutely useless. And when you do have a way to hit Nexus, he's absolutely insane. Like, completely. And he's really good with Leviathan, which is his biggest support card, obviously. And you need it. Like, you don't want it, you need it. So, also, I see. Wait, I see some of the synergy between the Gnar deck and Swain. I just realized that. Because he has that 4-drop that when on flip, it hits Nexus. Oh, that's pretty good.
Wait, which one?
Pterodactyl.
Oh, I don't think I'm playing it.
You're not playing that? The 4-drop?
The list I had isn't, no.
That card's insane. Like, actually.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should be on it.
That card's absolutely insane. Honestly, it hits Nexus once it flips. Yo, wait.
I don't know what I'm going to cut for it, if I'm going to be honest.
Yo, I think, Minity? I think that card is a lot better than people are giving credit for.
No, it mini-morphs something on turn 8.
I think it's
bad.
No, I don't think it's that bad. I'm telling you.
It doesn't kill the unit. It could kill the unit and it would still be not great.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's that bad.
It could kill the unit and I still wouldn't be playing it.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad of a card. I think it's gonna eventually there is gonna be a deck that runs that card. I'm telling you. And you're gonna be like, wow, why is this card so freaking good? Like, actually.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not
a betting man, but I would be willing to bet.
Nah.
Is never going to see a tier 1 deck.
A tier what? Nah,
I don't think you'll see a tier 2 deck.
Okay, I'd bet on that. I'd bet on that.
It might sniff the lowest rungs of tier 2. I think it's just meme tier. I think it's bad.
Really? You think it's bad?
You know what? It probably beats Udyr decks.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, leave Udyr out of this, alright? Yo, leave Udyr out of this. Yo, he did nothing wrong. Literally.
Minding his own business.
My man did.
Oh gosh.
My man did nothing wrong. Oh my goodness. But seriously though, I'm so serious. I think it's actually not decent. I think it's an okay card. Like, honestly, for real.
What part of it's good?
Only
what are you excited to do?
No, I'm not excited. I know there's gonna be some degeneracy. The reason why I say that is because of the way it operates. And I didn't even think about this. Is that once you flip it, it activates the same turn when you flip it.
No.
Yes, it does.
Well, so you damage the unit.
Yes.
On brand 7.
Uh-huh.
And then it flips and it... Yes. So I guess literally the turn it flips, yes. But not the turn you play it.
No, not the turn you play it.
I don't know. I think mini-morphing something for free on turn 8 is not...
I mean, it beastly sin, right?
If you're not already dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, at that point, why not just play mini-morph?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Not spend your entire turn 7. It doesn't beat Lee Sin, because Lee Sin, you play the mini, it just gets kicked back to your hand.
Or it just gets hushed.
Or hushed. Equinox.
Oh, yeah, Equinox. Yeah.
Homecoming.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't beat Lee Sin. But,
when I first read it, I was like, this is a busted card. I can't believe it. And then I thought about it. Wait, this is 7 mana. It activates on turn 8.
But if it was any less mana, it actually would be really good. Honestly.
Yeah, like if it was a 6
If it was 6 mana,
then it's better.
I think it's good at 6 mana.
Like,
Maybe too good.
I think the comparison here is Kindred, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kindred at 5 mana killed the unit every turn, and it still wasn't good enough, and it killed the unit. Now the Minity thing is easier to proc than Kindred, but for more mana. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that, especially with so many like go wide strategies nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying it because whenever a new expansion comes out, I always do the training modes just to be sure that I understand how everything works and such. And I was like, wait, this card activates on the same turn that it flips? That's actually not terrible.
If it didn't, it'd be even worse than Udyr. Man, I'm gonna make fun of Udyr until he finds it.
I mean,
and then I'll be like, I'm stupid.
I mean,
I'm just some guy. I don't know anything.
Wait. Would Udyr be better if the cards were fast speed?
It would be better, because the reason why it'd be good if it's fast speed is because it beats Frostbites and Hushes.
True. Because then you can use them on a stack.
It's a counter to burst speed stuff, which we don't really have.
And it would be unique.
Yeah, but at slow speed, it doesn't, because they could just wait it out. Like, you can't cast a slow speed spell during combat, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Hold on. Don't we have a card? Isn't there a card, like, in Ionia or something? Like, your fast speed spells are slow or something?
Your fast speed spells are slow? Really?
Oh, sorry, your slow speed spells are fast? Isn't there a card that says that?
No, I think it's your fast speed spells are burst.
Fast or burst?
I think so.
I can't find it. What's the name of that card?
I think it's 6 mana, Ionia. Can't remember the name of it, though.
6 mana Ionia. Wait, that's not it. Cloud Drinker says your burst and focus cost.
Oh.
I'm thinking of. Is it?
I think that's the one you're thinking of.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, nah. Only thing that changes speeds right now is Senna.
Oh. It was an idea. If there was a way to make it fast or burst, then I think that's cool. Like, if leveled Udyr made them be burst, that'd be cool. Like, that'd be real good, I think.
Yeah,
you actually pay off.
Yeah, I agree with Matt Wheels as well. I mean, this might be a little too strong, but then again, not really at slow speed. Making level 2 should make all the stances cost 0.
Or that. Yeah, or that.
Because then there would at least be a payoff for him leveling up. Because right now there's like, ha ha ha, I leveled my Udyr. Now what? He gains these stats that I wish I could use if I could use my slow speed 3 mana card. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, ooh, he's 11-11, guys.
Time to chump block him.
Like, no, I'm going to give him overwhelm.
Yeah, go ahead. So I can homecoming get back to head.
Yeah, vengeance.
It's like it's like a vengeance. It's like a concussive palm.
Oh, he developed Arachnoid Sentry.
Yep. Like there's so many things at slow speed.
Frostbite it.
Yeah, like there's so many things at fast, like at slow speed to do to it, right? It's just like, well, I guess I just wasted 3 mana.
Yep.
Like like say for instance Vengeance, especially Vengeance, right? Because that like feels super bad. Because you level up Udyr, you play level up Udyr, and then you use the 3 mana spell to attach the stands onto it, and then they wait for you to do that, and then they just Vengeance it. You spent 5 mana and 3 mana, which is 8, and I only spent 6 mana vengeancing your card.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway. Yeah, I can't see a world where Udyr is good as it. But hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I think 0 mana
Tri-beam
stinks.
Udyr deck. How copium is that?
That's super copium. That is probably the most copium thing you've said tonight. Tri-beam Udyr. Yeah, that's super copium.
And let's just say I said Jace Iceborne Porters tonight, and I think Tri-beam Udyr.
Yeah, no. Tri-beam Udyr is most definitely copium. 100%.
But think about it, you get to play all the broken 3-drops from Freljord, like the Avarosan Marksman, and the Ember Maiden, and the Mighty Poro. Bet you didn't think of that one.
Mighty Poro? Wait, Mighty Poro's 3?
Yeah. It's a 3 mana, 3/3 overall.
Oh, yeah. The one that comes out of Braum, that's right.
Yep. I mean, there's Flash Freeze, I guess. That's a good card. In Ice Shard, that's a good card. But the rest of the 3 mana, yeah, I don't know. It's copium. It's bad. Don't play Udyr. Udyr's bad. You should feel bad if you like Udyr.
Oh, man. Yeah, Udyr is kind of bad in how he came out. But, I mean, I'm sure if his play rate is, like, super, super low, I'm sure they're probably going to do something. If it's from making him, like, less mana, which would be actually kind of broken. If he was 4 mana, I think he'd be broken. That's just my opinion.
A 4 mana 5/5 is probably good enough to be played
Everywhere.
Right. You just play that because that's a good body.
Yeah. So I think they wouldn't reduce the cost. I think they would probably like rework him somehow. Which actually does suck because I don't think that they want to rework champions the moment they come out.
No. I mean, they're going to sit on him for a while just to wait to see what people think. I think they're probably going to give him Overwhelm on if they change him.
Just give him Overwhelm?
Yeah.
I could see that. It's kind of weird. I mean, I think their initial thought was, oh, he has a spell that can give him Overwhelm, so why would we give him Overwhelm? I think that was the initial thought, but, like, go ahead, use it.
Or, like, I think if when Udyr leveled up, they cast every stance on him.
Oh, I like that, actually.
He's probably still only okay.
But I like that. I like that, honestly. He goes through all 3 stances.
Yeah, so he gets +4/+4 Overwhelm and Regen.
Uh-huh.
I think... Oh, sorry, he gets plus... Yeah, he gets 4/4.
Yeah, 4/4.
Regen
and
deals 1 damage to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Okay, that'd probably be too good. But I think that's closer to being balanced than where he currently... Oh. He's so underpowered now. I think that level of powered is closer to balance.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Galio is probably like right above him, but I think Galio is way more playable than Udyr.
Like, I think Galio is going to be good.
Yeah. I agree. Because he rallies. Like, that has to be broken, right?
And giving your whole board +0/+3. That's not nothing.
True.
That's not nothing.
No.
Also
100%.
helps his level up condition. So.
Yeah. Like Swim said, if you have at least 3 units on board, he usually flips.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's pretty good.
Anyway, I'm going to go play. So, have a good one.
All right, bro.
I'm going to head out.
All right.